I didn't know she was a mama dog and had just had puppies when I saw her shaking like this. She didn't even have a kennel card up when I saw her. She was so new. But stick with me, because I can tell you that her transformation at the end, where she just curls up into my lap like a little baby, is so heartwarming. Okay, let's sit with her.
Oh, this is a problem. This dog, look at this dog. There are certain breeds, Frenchies in particular, that are just larger than life. And so when you see a dog like this, particularly a Frenchie, in this state where they just want to shrink down to the size of a bug and everything feels like a scary giant, it stops you in your tracks. For me, my heartbeat speeds up and I go, I have to help that dog. I don't know if we can help this little one, but I know we have to try. Can I set this right there? It's okay, just a blanket. It's okay. It's still just shaking. No matter the size of the dog, I always try to take the same approach. Because regardless of the size of the dog, all dog language is the same. If you really pay close attention to a dog's body language, there are certain things you see. Now, you don't have to be an expert. I will say I see a sign of hope, and I don't know, can you see it? Like when you see a dog like this, you see a dog that is completely shut down. They're in fear. They don't know what is going on. This is a strange place. But there's something that gives me hope that we might be able to help this little one. And the dog doesn't even realize they're doing this. And that's those little ears just sticking up like little sonar satellites. Because all the signs this dog is showing is they are in fear and they are scared. But they are still listening and alert, curious and open. Well, we got to help draw that out, of course. But I think we can do that. Let me try a treat. We didn't get any reaction to that word, so that doesn't make them feel great. But if we can, if there's one thing I know about Frenchies is they love treats. Let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna look away. Really take the pressure off. But I see that sniffer working. That little short snout. People, just proof and point again that there are full breed dogs at shelters. I'd say couple of week Frenchies come in at minimum to this shelter. Yeah, good. Okay, good. I had my first treat. I used to say I'm not really scared of short snout dog bites. My fear level on this one is 0 if I check in with myself. But then we fostered a dog named Tulip, and she was a Frenchie bully mix. And let me tell you, we had to really work with her because she would get upset and she would just latch onto Kobe's jowls and just hang on him. He was a great dog. He would just kind of pancake and we'd come, and we'd come help him. But I changed my tune after that because she had quite the bite. Or she never bit anyone, but I saw her in action work that short snout and I changed my tune really quickly. Look at those ears, man, just catching every bit of all of the information happening. Most people know, scent for a dog is their primary sense, but listening is secondary, right? Eyes are last. And what you can't see that I can kind of see when I'm looking over my shoulders is that when this little one is eating a treat, there's no more room for shaking, right? That fear kind of leaves the body because the taste and the smell starts to come in. But seeing a Frenchie shut down like this, which you don't see often, it just hurts. There's an obvious story here that I would love to get, but we don't have a kennel card. Hey, Alexis, are you out there working to see if you can get info or even a kennel card or something on this little one?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
Okay, so there's an orange collar. The shelter has often tries to color code certain things. That's not always the case. Sometimes they're just out of a paper collar or whichever one is the quickest they can get as the dog's being checked in or going through a medical check. So I don't know or maybe a red one. One, they could have run out of collars. 2, it could mean that it's a girl if it's red. If it's orange, maybe it means that they haven't had a chance to go through health check or they know who the owner is, or I don't know. We'll find out. Alexis is digging into the story. But I want to do a couple things here because I have to say there's no goal in sitting with dogs. And that is true. But what we're trying to do is give comfort to the dog in the moment and show them love and try to bring them forward a little bit in confidence and assurance that while it's a strange, unknown place, there's a lot of love here and they're safe. And sometimes it just takes time. And I think this one will take time. But if we can do small things, little things to help move this little one forward, like treats to show affection and release that fear, I think we can get somewhere. It's funny because I've been recently working on small incremental changes in my life that lead to big differences. A lot of research, a lot of study on this, what a big difference it makes. Even I think it goes all the way back to, what was his name? Marcus Aurelius. I think he's the first one that really came up with that concept. I mean, all the way back to the Roman Empire. That being said, easier said than done. But I've been really putting focus on that so that I can be better with these dogs that need it in the moment. Because one thing I think, and this is for your life and for the dogs in this situation, I try to take as many lessons as I can and then apply those. But you often can't change everything. I can't save this dog right now. As much as I would love to pick this dog up, take them home, and put them in my family. Even if I did that, I can't immediately take the fear away and assure them it's going to be okay. It's going to take time. It's going to take small steps and moments of building trust and love, which is what we're doing right now. So many times people will leave comments and say, this guy just blabs, 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 which is not untrue. but there's a reason I'm doing it. And if you ever go to a shelter, you can do it too. One way to do it so you don't sound like a crazy person because you don't have an audience to talk to is read a book, because then the dog is not the focus. Try this with your own dog as you're working to just strengthen your bond with them. Read the newspaper out loud and just watch them come up to you and pet them. It's a real neat dynamic. But sometimes, I sit with dogs and I don't make enough progress, and I get so down on myself and I leave and it can affect me for days, and I really have to work to shake it off so that I can be the best dad and husband and business leader. And when we lose a dog, if we're at a shelter where we aren't able to help that dog, it's devastating and it sets me back for weeks, months. But what I am working really hard on myself is to realize that you can only change what you can change. It doesn't mean we shouldn't all fight to make changes to help these dogs. But right now, the change that I can make is by giving this one some assurance that they are loved, that they are not alone in this moment. And the other reason I bring that up is if you have a friend that might be going through something, or reach out to them. You never know what a friend might be going through. And sometimes you don't have to solve their problems. It's just being there for them. Let's try and see if this one will take a treat from my hand. I'm gonna make it a little bigger so I don't have to reach as far. But let's see if they'll give me a little trust. That cute little chomp is like this. If you were to draw dog lips on my hand right there, that's about how the chomp works. It's like a versus like a dog with a long snout that's like this. It's really cute. Is that the kennel card you're putting in there? You got it?
Yeah, I got the kennel card.
Can you slide it to me?
Yeah, of course.
Because this one's doing so good with that, let's try an open hand treat.
Mr. or Mrs.?
I think a she, but stay tuned because I'm not 100% sure on that. Okay, let's try an open hand. That's a little harder because I can't slide under this one. Oh, that sad face. This is that drop where my heart just sinks because I just want to pick this one up and snuggle him. Oh. Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay. Little changes. That was, for this one, that one was too big of a step. That being said, my hand is as big as this one's head. So that was kind of a big step. What you saw there was not trust, was not, don't confuse it for a cute moment. While maybe it was a cute moment. That dog was going into fawn. And we just talked about that in the last video, didn't we?
Yeah.
For some reason, I haven't had it in a lot of videos. I see it a lot when I'm just working with dogs, but with dogs, especially when they come into a kennel environment, we see this a lot. Fight, flight. That's usually what people talk about. Freeze. Dog just shuts down. This one a little bit. And then there's fawn. And what happened right there was that fear response of fawn of, look, I'm not a threat. Oh, look at me. Which, by the way, be careful because that typically leads to a bite. I've seen it firsthand multiple times. Were you able to find a story on this one?
I was able to find something.
Okay, let's go over that story here in a minute. Let me look at the kennel cards real quick. And the female. Okay, we got a little girl here. The intake pictures. Look at this. Help me. Okay. Thank you, Alexis. There's not a lot of info on that. It looks like maybe they might have just come in, but we'll get the details. With this one, I'll have you tell me the story, and then we'll spend time. I think it's going to take time, So if we want to just figure out some ways to just spend some time in the kennel with this little one.
Oh yeah. One thing I was thinking was we have plenty of love letters that we could go through. But I hope you don't mind. There's one that I have that I really want to give it to you. Yeah, I want to give it to you right now, though, if you don't mind.
Okay.
I think it's really great.
Let's do it. Love letters are where you guys can send things in that you care about. The address is in the description. This one, is it like a painting or? That's cool.
Open it. I think you'll be really excited about it.
I don't want them to be too scared of it. Let me just let them check it out. Okay, so I'm going to let her check it out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reward it with a treat so that there's nothing scary there. Here, you've come a long way. I'm going to give you your treat versus, I was asking for two things there. Check this out, and then also trust me. And one at a time, like slow your roll, Rock. Come on. What is it? Okay, all right.
You have to see. You'll know right away.
Art. You guys are so talented. I love it when you guys send me art. No, this is not art. Is this what I think it is?
I think so.
This is wild. Okay. Good. Good job. This is fun because everyone here deserves this moment as much as I do. I think this is going to help a lot of dogs. Is it? It is. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's cool. It gives me the chills. Look at that. It gives me the chills because I hope it helps more little ones like this. And I hope it encourages you to go do things like this. Maybe you can't sit in a kennel, but are there ways you can help? Look at this. Yeah. Oh, wow. And it feels nice too. I'm weird like that. Like I like those textures, and I go down the hallways and the wall and I touch the walls like if they're textured wallpaper. I'm weird that way. But man, that feels so cool. Look at that. Sterling on there. The cover dog, adopted. Our plan was we were going to share this with Sterling's family that adopted him. And then I don't know, we're a small team. We messed up, and then they saw it and they reached out to us and said they were really excited. So I hope they were surprised. Sterling's family, I'm sorry we didn't do we wanted to do a big announcement with you, but not enough time in the day. Guys, it's almost ready. The good thing is I think if enough people, wait a minute. That's kind of funny. It's just it's the cover. Like they still got it. We're still working on the layout in the interior layout. That's pretty funny. It's kind of fun to show people like the behind how it actually works. Because I'm learning this too. I'm no author. I never dreamed of being an author. Miss Jones, I've talked about her before. My teacher who told me I would never amount to anything in English. Never dreamed I would be an author. Hi, Miss Jones. But we're not there yet. Because the thing is, great, I have a book. Right now, you know what it is? It's a paperweight. Unless we get it into the hands of everyone so that more people can get involved in advocating for animal rescue and for helping dogs and cats and pets. And hopefully for you, I hope it's life-changing for some people to go, yeah, small incremental changes can make a big difference and in a big way. It would mean the world to me if you pre-order it. Because then a place like Barnes & Noble might stock it on their shelf, or independent bookstores, or Amazon might help push this book out to everyone. So anyways, thank you for everyone who has pre-ordered, and thank you if you can go pre-order. It'll be out in October, but those pre-orders make the world of difference. And if you pre-order it, then it just ships to you, which is really cool. But less important right now than this little one right here. But what I do like is see the non-focus on them. Their heads up, their posture's changing a little bit. And watch this, I bet I can get them to take a treat from me again. Just had to go a little lower. try this whenever you give treats to dogs that might approach you. Work really hard to come up from under versus to come down this way. It really changes the dynamic. You can see with this little one where I'm really trying to get under. I'm too big, but I'm really trying to get low. It's good. It's good. It's good. Fit the little lips. Okay. Alexis, what is this little one's story?
We do know that she is about 2.5 years old.
Oh, she looks 2.5 years old, but still such a puppy. I mean, I call all dogs puppies, but at 2.5 years old, a puppy, like, okay, tell me more. Why do we have this behavior?
She was just brought in yesterday.
I would have guessed like right now, but that makes sense. She hadn't even been here for 24 hours. Probably hasn't slept. So she's on, all her nerve endings are standing up for sure.
She was found by somebody roaming around at night. And apparently when this Good Samaritan brought her home, her and the other dog at home did not get along.
Oh, okay. They tried to help and brought her home and.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it was her that was not getting along, the other dog just not getting along with her. Not sure what it is.
Listen, Frenchies are wildly, well, they're French Bulldogs. They're Bulldogs. They have personalities. Could be the other dog, but it could be her. It's not trying to stereotype a Frenchie, but.
I did notice the area she was found was in a residential neighborhood, but it was also right next to a dog park. So to me, that could mean
she got lost or, oh, is that her dog collar? Here, hey, can you hand that to me?
Yeah.
We'll see if she recognizes this. That's not a collar at all, huh? That's interesting. Well, okay, so let's come back to that. I want to get the rest of the story, and I'll tell you what this is and why I asked for that. Okay, tell me more.
So she is possibly in heat, so she's not fixed. And there is actually a possible C-section scar.
So what Alexis is telling us without telling us, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm speaking for you. If you have a 2-year-old Frenchie, it's not spayed, what are you doing? You're either being irresponsible, because you got to get your dog spayed and neutered, or more likely, and we see this at the shelter, and I hate to jump to conclusions, so I'm not, but I'm just telling you what this could be sometimes. There are multiple things pointing to this, including the C-section. I'll tell you why. She's likely being used for her puppies for breeding. Frenchies are not able to give birth naturally to their offspring. And so they have to go through C-sections. And we don't know if she's had multiple sets of puppies or just one set of puppies, or maybe someone just had her and she got pregnant and they did the C-sections and had puppies. So we don't know. Maybe it was a family and she snuck away in the park. I don't know. But unfortunately, we see it all too often, and there are a lot of signs pointing to that. Do we have a collar or leash or anything on her?
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. It just is, it's just upsetting because unfortunately it's like seeing those signs. I'm upset, but I'm not surprised.
And in her behavior could say unsocialized. She's so new here and she's still scared. Like, I don't think this behavior is a testament to who she is or isn't. But she's not like, you've seen Frenchies, boy, they're bouncy and fun and funny and joyful and determined and confident, and she is shaken and scared, doesn't know what's going on. And so it can often mean just the lack of socialization.
But we don't have a name either for her.
No name, huh?
No.
Okay, and the red or orange collar means?
It might just be another one for female. I've seen both pink and red here at this shelter mean female.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the shelter goes through a lot of temp collars. Hi. Well, now this is different. I think this is her looking for treats. Hi, you have some puppies? Have you had some puppies? So whether it's backyard breeders or professional breeders, sometimes they will use these dogs for their puppies, and then they'll just go dump them. Sometimes they're nice enough to dump them at a park or a shelter or somewhere they think they'll get found. If there was a complication, maybe they'll dump them after the complication because they don't want to pay continued vet bills. It doesn't look recent. Well, I don't know. It is pretty recent. I mean, she looks like she's no more than a month out of having had puppies. With a mama dog that has gone through this and no longer has her puppies, that alone would warrant this sort of behavior where they're just sad. They don't understand it.
See, the first thing I think
Yeah.
seeing her like that
Yeah.
is like, first instinct is like rubber tummy.
Right.
But it's like, I can see her back legs are just shaking. So I definitely agree when you say that it's fawning versus being super sweet and happy about this.
I do think right now she might be resting a little bit, which is good. Sometimes in these situations, if we can get them comfortable enough, they'll just fall asleep. Because, now this is fawning for sure. But this also might be some treat request. Like
That too.
there could be multiple things going on here, but it's adorable, no doubt.
I feel so bad because you could still tell her back leg, she's trembling a little bit. So she's unsure right now.
That's a treat. Yeah, that's a treat request. And dogs are awesome. She's so smart. Okay, so this bucket. Do you think this is the amazing team here, getting her some toys, trying to get her some comfort? Or do you think the family that brought her in brought these because maybe they had them with her, or who knows, huh?
I want to say it's probably the team here that's trying to give some toys.
We'll try it. Because, a lot of times dogs like this that have just been used for breeding, they've never even had a toy, which is mind-blowing. You think about it because you think, well, of course, every dog's seen or had a toy. Not if they're just being used for profit. So we'll try these toys. But it didn't say anything in the notes like these are some of the toys she really liked. She was only with them for a day, Hannah.
Yeah, it was not even, I don't even think a full day. I think it was just overnight.
Okay, what we'll do here in a minute is we'll try the toys. Sometimes the toys will really bring dogs to life. Sometimes it can really scare them, especially if I suspect that this one, they may have never had or seen toys. So I don't want to do that just yet because I want to give some positive affirmations and let her know that she's important and see if she'll allow some contact, because I do think that would make it feel a lot better. Okay, I have an idea for a name. Why don't we both throw a name out there, and then we'll let everyone decide, and we'll try it on her and see which one she likes.
Okay, sounds good.
I appreciate y'all so much, and it's helpful to have everyone's feedback on what name they think could work. Let's move into some positive affirmations. See if we can get her a little more comfortable. Imagine if we could do the scoop here. That would be pretty unbelievable. I'm going to change the dynamic just a little bit and scoot back a little bit closer to her. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her some treats. And I'm going to put my hand on her paw. So watch closely and see how she reacts to that. I think that was pretty good. Let's try it again. She pulled away a little bit. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to try, if I can get him for a cranium rub and relieve some tension, dog masseuse Rocky over here, that'd be a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a treat with one hand, and then I'm going to do the pet with the other hand. And we'll pull away. So it's a push and a pull, a give and a take. And then let's see if she starts fawning again and asking for more treats. You're a good girl. You are a good girl. Yeah. You're a good mama. Yeah, you are a good mama. Thank you for going through that and being a good mom. Hi. So what we're doing right now, again, small little steps make a big difference, or can lead to a big difference, may lead to a big difference, is we're associating treats with touch. Because she may have never been pet before. I'm telling you, like, these dogs that are used for profit, it's harsh. It's hard to believe because you're a dog lover, but if you've seen some of the things that I've seen, these dogs have just never experienced some of those things before. And what I think what's always so unbelievable and what's just a testament to how amazing dogs are is when they go through something like this, that they're still so willing to trust and to love. Like, imagine if if no one had ever put their hand on your shoulder and said, hey, you matter. And someone did that, you would be like, hey, by the way, if you haven't ever had that, you matter. You're a good girl. Yes, a good girl. Yeah, you are a good girl. And listen, I know that someone took your puppies and you gave and gave and gave, and you're probably feeling a little depleted as a mom, and you just deserve to know that you deserve all the treats and love and affection, and you're here now for a recharge, a quick a quick relaxation and recharge. And I hope we can help you find a family that won't make you do things. They'll just let you do things. You can lay on a dog bed. They have these dog beds that are they're like donut pillows, and you would fit in one of those perfect. You could just lay your head on that and kind of turn around like you are now, and it's like a big pillow donut hug. You want another treat? And they also have these dog treats that are shaped like donuts. You could have one of those. You could have a donut dog treat and your donut dog bed. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. That exists in the world, and I really hope we can help her find that. Fingers crossed. Okay, names. Okay, you go first. What do you got?
I like the name Maya.
No way.
What?
That is so funny. Why Maya?
Honestly, I don't know.
Just popped into your head?
It just popped in my head.
Okay, this is how Alexis and I have been working together for a while now. You want to know the name that I thought of? Mia.
Oh.
You know why Mia?
Why?
Mama Mia. Like, I want people to know that she's a mama because I think she deserves that. Just in awe of mothers, what I've seen my wife accomplish, a certain respect when someone knows that they're a mom. So I feel like Mama Mia. But Maya is also nice. I think we leave it up to the audience and let them decide. I'll put the link in the description so you can vote, and also all of her adoption information. But I think we can get to the scoop with this little one because she is really showing signs that affection is wanted. Hi, you have a cute little nose, you know that, good girl? You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah. Okay, why don't I attack the scoop and then let's go into some love letters. Okay, so I'm putting the blanket on my lap because she's in heat and I don't want to get anything on my lap. But I'll say this, I hope I'm wrong, right? I hope her family shows up and they're missing their beloved dog and the shelter educates them on spay and neuter. But the reason that I suspect this is backyard breeding is because of the way she's receiving this affection, and it just feels so good. You can tell, I would bet money on the fact she's never been pet before and just shown this affection. Because think about it. If you take your dog in, they have puppies, and you have a C-section, then the doctor would also ask if you would like to do the spay at that time. Well, I don't know, maybe you can't do it at that time, but they would educate the family on that and say, okay, let's schedule it. Now, if you're going, hey, I am a pro breeder and I'm breeding these dogs, then you have all of your licensing in with the county and with the shelter, depending on, different laws and guidelines for different counties. But here you would have that. And you would have a permit. Otherwise, you need to get your dog spayed or neutered. You would have your dog microchipped. There's no microchip, right?
No microchip.
You would have all that information on file, doing things in the correct way. So that's one of the reasons I suspect. But I always I hope I'm wrong in this situation. And there are always multiple sides to the story. And I want to know what you think. Do you think that she's been used for this? Or do you think that it's just a family, then they're going to look for their dog and come get them? Okay, let's try the scoop, and then if that works, then I would love to do love letters with dogs while we do the scoop so she can just feel that love and comfort. Now, here's how the scoop works. I never like to flood a dog with love, but if it can be a situation where they're almost getting like a compression situation so that they can feel that love, like a good hug, she seems open to it at this point. The fawning has definitely turned into learned behavior, which is good. But yeah, if she can feel that love, that's good, right? If she can feel that compression, like if I had a compression shirt, I would put it on her right now so that she just feels safer in this big space. Like as small as the kennel is for a 6'4", couple 100+ pound guy, what are you laughing at?
Sorry, there's just a dog over here trying to get this treat or like a piece of food under the kennel, and I just saw the tongue sticking out into the hall.
I thought you were laughing because I said a couple 100 pounds and skipped over that I'm really 230 pounds. But hey, by the way, small incremental changes. I have been really working on just getting back to the body weight and physical fitness that I've always been before outside of the last, 4 or 5 years. Kids. Mainly I've been getting sleep. That's the first thing. Without that foundation, when you have little kids, sometimes, what are you going to do? I'm going to get down to a couple 100 pounds. That's my goal weight. But I definitely was like, are you laughing at me because I breezed by? I just left out about 30 pounds. Okay, here we go. More important things with my body weight. Perfect. Now, she might be sensitive in her C-section area, so I'm going around and picking her up kind of like a football. There we go. Now, the important... You little baby? How are you little babies? Oh, the way she's just curling up like a little baby. Great. Hey, Mama. Thanks. That's your good baby. Mia or Maya, you're a good baby. Hi. Oh, hi. This might be the most adorable scoop I've ever done in my whole life. The scoop. I got to show you this. I hope this doesn't put pressure on her, but I want you to see what I'm seeing here. Hi. You can sleep. You can rest. I got you, girl. I got you. Hey, you're a good boy. You are a good girl. I ain't leaving. I'm going to stay here. Lock me in. I'm sleeping here tonight. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you can just see how tired she is and like what a relief this is. You know, I think sometimes we forget that dogs, they're wolves, right? Like they're used to caves and small spots to find safety and comfort. And I make sure, like I always stress test this and just make sure they don't want off. Hey, I really wish I had like a GoPro in my mouth right now that I was holding so you guys could see this adorable face. Honey. You know, squishy face. Yeah, you know, squishy face. Okay, I'm locked in. But it is wild, like how many people won't adopt a dog like this, even though she's a Frenchie because she's had puppies. They're like, oh, that dog's been through it and used, and like I want a new, fresh Frenchie. You don't. I promise you don't. This girl will be the most loving, kind, trusting, amazing dog. It's like rescue dogs know the depths that they've come from and the bond that they have with you for saving them, and then they return it 10 million fold. Like there's no way by the end of the race you will pale in comparison to the love and value that they add to your life. Love letters?
Yes.
Because we ain't moving at this point in a good way.
No, she's comfortable.
Okay. Well, let's hang. Let's see what you guys have been sending. I'm constantly just amazed. Hi. Sorry, I just want to show you that again. Look at this. I'm constantly amazed by how generous you all are, how talented all of you are. Some of y'all even send checks. You don't have to send checks. When you do that, we just write it right to the vet they were paying the surgery for. Like we're not a nonprofit. If you send something as a contribution, we just pass through. We just send it on over to the vet office. and the vets are always awesome. They typically give us like a discount as if we're a nonprofit, which is great because we just get to do more surgeries for more dogs. We can cover her spay, speaking of.
Okay.
I don't know if she's far enough along yet, but if they can do it here, we'll pay for it.
Great.
And if you guys ever want to contribute to that, you can. You can do super thanks. You can become a member. You can order a book, any book. I don't know. I can think of one in particular. RockyKanaka.com/book. Kidding. Kind of. Here are a few toys for the dogs you sit with and a tribute to Flip for getting you started. Flip's one of those dogs. I thought I was going to save him, and man, he returned it a millionfold. You need to start your wife on a series sitting with cats. That would be fun. I will tell you this. We're starting a podcast. I'll tease it a little bit. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so first we were doing a podcast. We even built the whole podcast set, and it kind of looked like every other podcast set, but the idea is we're going to talk about everything we're doing at the farm and dog rescue, and we're going to bring guests in. We even have some celebrity guests that said they'd love to come on, so great. So we'll have you in. That's the great thing about dogs, right? It's a great equalizer. It doesn't matter who you are. If you love dogs, we're all in the same loving space. But then I thought, Kelly and I thought, how fun would it be if we did it at coffee cafes and Kelly and I make you the drink? Wouldn't that be fun? We're the baristas. But the great thing about that, or maybe the not so great thing about that, by the way, this podcast could be a complete disaster, is we're not baristas. So imagine this, someone walking in, an expert or a celebrity, and us going, okay, tell us about your dog and what's your coffee order? And then us trying to make their coffee order. It's going to be... stay tuned. Well, we're gonna go film that up in LA next week. Stay tuned. I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know when that comes along, and let me know, is that something that would be of interest, or is that the silliest idea ever? Okay, Brian, thank you, and I agree with your ideas. We need to get Kelly more involved. Kelly is a super mom, and she's always taking lead on that. She's often at the home if we can't get a babysitter. And she really sacrifices that way because she loves dogs just as much as I do. And she's helping with the farm dogs. And you want to check it out? Almost forgot to let you sniff it. There you go. What is this? Oh, this is kind of nice. I don't want to do the squeakers like I thought I did because, I thought this is a chew toy.
That's cute.
That's cool. That's my boy Flip who started all this. Okay. This is Flip. And he was once in your situation. How do you even make something like that? That is talent. Like, how do you do that? I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start to make coffee either, and we're going to try that. I mean, I know how to make a drip coffee, but that's about it. What's really going to be funny is when someone just asks me for an espresso, and I don't even know how to pull a shot of espresso. Brian, awesome. Thank you. I'm going to put that in my office for sure. But okay, this is a toy, and toys are something you can play with and have fun with. Because your life is meant to be filled with fun and joy and work, but even work is supposed to be fun. Yeah, that's going to be yours, okay? You seem very interested in that, so I'm going to leave that for you right here, okay? All right, that's pretty... Oh, and look. There's Crinkles. She definitely is interested in toys. Okay, let's try this squeaker. Let's try it. I hope this doesn't upset the balance, but... Certainly her first toy. What's that? You with that? This is fun. Look at her checking this out. It's a toy. It's called a toy. You want a toy? You can have it. It's yours. I'm going to leave it right there for you, okay? Oh. Brian, how did you know? Sometimes things are just meant to be. This is what I was talking about. It's a donut. You want that? That's a donut for you. One day to be matched in a donut bed as you snuggle up. What's that? What's that? What's that? That's perfect. We were just talking about that. So cool. That's why I love letters with dogs. Like, it never fails. That somehow it just is meant to be. You guys, this channel is definitely like on a higher level sometimes. It's pretty unbelievable. It shocks me. Those cute little eyebrows. But see, there's interest now, which is good. She's not just pancaking to the floor. I love it. What do we have? Wow, what is this? A whole box of stuff. This is a letter, and it's filled with love. I guarantee it. I can feel it from here. To the best furball, here sitting, hanging out with Rocky, Kelly, and Alexis, Mel, and Stack. Y'all rock. You are the best furball. P.S. What's it say? I stopped sharing my Flip coffee. Okay. Because it's yummy. I don't fault you. It's amazing and excellent. I tell everyone about it in supporting Flip Coffee. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you. This is awesome. Oh, this is a whole letter. I missed the letter. I just went straight to the PS. Hi. It's a letter. See? And she wrote a lot of lovely things in here. Since I can't be there with you, I hope that something good in this box is for the dog you're sitting with. I even sent some stuff for your other furball friends, the cats. Awesome. We love them. As for you, I love you. My cat Bubbles loves you. You're beautiful and loving and deserve all the royal treatment. Thank you. You're way too kind. Hang in there. Not too much longer. Your forever two-legged parents will be soon. Tons of hugs and kisses. Pam and Bubbles. Love it. Oh, look at this. It's a lovely blanket. Oh, that'll be nice, guys. Blankets for the shelter are fantastic. They can use them for sure. And what do we have here? A calendar. That's great. We could probably sell that in the store. Calendars are always a big... We're halfway through 2025, but I think that warrants for a good 50% off. You give them 60% off to really wow them. Look at this. Yeah, she loves toys. You can tell. She is a toy lover. It's cuddly. You want me to leave with this one? She seems nice and soft and friendly. You get some companionship. Yeah, I don't think she's had any companionship either, because like that's probably why she got in a fight with the other dog. She might have never actually been in with other dogs outside of, just having her puppies. Got some wipes. I mean, a lot of good stuff in here. Hey, and thank you. We're going to pass this on to the shelter so they can use these things. I could actually use these right now, these pet wipes. Got a little typical Frenchie stuff. You trust me enough for that? Just want to get your eyes clean. Oh, sorry. Okay. But you trust me, that's good. A little bit of trust there, which is fantastic.
I think that's another thing sometimes people might not realize about adopting a Frenchie is that they are high maintenance.
They're high maintenance.
Do definitely need the pamper treatment.
Yeah, the cute ones aren't they? What do we have here? We have more good stuff in this love letter. Let's read it together. Dear Rocking Teens, greetings. I stumbled on your YouTube channel a while back, and I'm sure glad I did. Your videos have become an uplifting and inspiring part of my week. Plus, I love a good, happy ending to the stories of the dogs you share. I've loved dogs my whole life, and due to living circumstances, I've never been able to make one a part of my family. Yet, I promise one day that I'll adopt. I currently volunteer in Utah's Hoggle Zoo, raising conservation awareness and love for many animals. That's awesome. So you could say that my sitting with dogs is a little more on the wild side. Yeah, it does sound like it. Sending my condolences to you this time for Flip. Thank you. I know that he's not far, and he's cheering you on, is proud of the work you're doing. Keep being extraordinary and making the difference in the lives of four-legged friends. Thank you, Janelle. Ooh, looks like we have something for the teen here. To Alexis, the best Twix-loving producer ever. In case you're new and you haven't been here before, Alexis either had a deep love for Twix or now has a deep love for Twix because she has no choice. And she will play very coy if you ever meet her and go, oh gosh, I don't know. But if you were to ask her for any Twix, she doesn't have any because she eats them all. So, look at this. This is kind of unique. Twix popcorn.
That's very interesting.
That's pretty cool,
That's cool, yeah.
I would eat that. But I won't get the chance because Alexis will eat all of this. And somehow she still says skinny mini. Okay, here you go. Oh, well, I'll put it here. I'll hand it back to you in a minute. I won't eat it right now. Oh, what's this? What is this? Okay. To Rocky, Kelly, and family, a treat from Utah. Well, this is cool. Taffy? I'll definitely try that. I was just talking about my diet, and here you all are just torpedoing it. All right, that's okay. Awesome, thank you. Your wrapping is so good. To Mel and her pups, look at these. Look, Mel can groom with these. That's so cool. Are you falling asleep? Did I wake you up? Sorry about that. These little handkerchiefs, and these are quality handkerchiefs too. I bet Mel's gonna be really happy about this. Look, a cute little banana in there. Mel is the shelter groomer, and she will really appreciate that. Okay, to all of the good boys and good girls, we got some toys in here. That's great. Janelle, thank you. Very thoughtful love letters, and the whole team will really appreciate that. Okay, here we go. Dear Rocky, here's an update on me. It's been almost 6 months since Annie and Peter adopted me from you. Oh, Bonnie? Sorry, I spoiled it. Hang tight. I think I have him pretty well trained. Annie and I go out in the morning for 2 to 3 walks. When Peter gets home from work, he takes me out again. You got him trained. But they also renamed her, there's a meaning to it, Meta, which is great. As you know, I love balls. We do. Oh, I miss you so much. I'm a connoisseur, to say the least. Annie keeps buying balls for me, but there are some that I just don't like. So we're sending them to you for the shelter dogs. That's awesome. Also putting in some other items that I don't like. I figured the shelter could use. We'll take them. I think as good as reason as any. There's also a gift for Mel. Please make sure she gets it. Annie and her kids took me to the river a couple weeks ago. I ran right into the water and we had a blast. Oh, that is so awesome. So Bonnie, and now Meta, was a dog that started out just like you. And she was also like a very breed you think wouldn't be here, like a golden retriever mix. And now she came to live we have a farm. She came to live at the farm, and we learned all the things that she loved and helped her work through some challenges. And then she got a new mom and dad, Annie and Peter, and they're giving her all the love in the world. And I think you could go down that same path. All right. All these pictures are awesome. Look at these. Look at her in the water. That makes me so happy. Going to the store to get to pick out her own things. Gosh, Annie and Peter, you guys are amazing. Thank you for adopting her. A candy toy. That's funny. Yeah, look, a lot of good toys and balls in here. Cute little things. And this is for Mel. So we will give this to Mel. I won't peek at it in case that's something private for Mel. Thank you. But the thing is, we're not done. There's something we absolutely need, and that's for you to share this, because so many times and Alexis can tell you firsthand, like, we think, who's not going to adopt a Frenchie? But because she comes with some issues and some concerns, and she's not like a normal Frenchie, she'll get passed by. And so we really need your help. So please share this. We'd love to have you subscribe or be a member. Members help us when we have medical costs. They help with just building that some community. And in turn, we try to give you updates first, do special farm updates. Also, I know so many of you love watching the adoption pup date, so make sure you're subscribed, because then you'll get those pup dates. And we put out the pup date episodes that have all the happy adoption stories. In fact, I'll attach one right here in the video, so you can just click on that and let it play. Thanks to everyone just watching it on their TV. Sitting with Dogs on TV. Who would have thought? A TV show. It's awesome. Thank you. Okay, myself, everyone here is going to share so we can work to find you a home. All right, girl?